Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. In this video, it's going to be a review and a demo of, ooh, I got the bottle all dirty. Lord, that's how you know I like it. Christian Dior Forever Matte. I am the shade, where's my shade? 5W. So if you want to know why I like this foundation, how I wear it, and what my experiences have been, keep watching. But before we get started, please subscribe to the channel. We are trying to grow the channel over here. We want all the beauty lovers, skincare, hair, travel, nails, tech, food, my 2 cents, anything you're interested in. We want you to be a part of the crew, so please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you like this video, like the video and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be first to know when I post a new video or when I go live. So let's get into it. So I was looking for a matte foundation. To be honest, I was really trying to get the One Size Beauty Full Beat Liquid Matte Foundation. I am shade 25 Deep Dark N in that, and for some reason that shade is nowhere to be found in the world. And basically it is super hard to get it. So I basically asked I said basically like 13 times, Lord. So I asked the person who worked there, what are some other matte foundations? She took me around. Basically told me Estee Lauder Double Wear, the Makeup Forever, which wasn't matte, and then Anastasia Beverly Hills, which didn't have enough shades. And I was like, okay, I know NARS got a matte. I'm thinking of all the people who have a matte in my head. And then I thought of the Beautiful and Bothered podcast with Johnny and Kev, and how Johnny always recommends Dior Forever Matte. So I was like, let me go get Dior Forever Matte. Also, Dior Forever Matte has a lot of shades, so it was very inclusive. I was able to find one that worked for me and my winter paleness. So we got it, and I literally wore it in Texas. Face was full beat, even in the winter 80-degree weather, which was crazy. I was like, oh, I like this. But my beat lasted. I looked gorgeous the whole time. Got plenty of compliments. So this is one of my new faves. So unfortunately, at the price point, I wish it was a little more. So why can't my fave be a drugstore matte? I know, right? But I'm just trying this out. So I'm really loving it. I've been wearing it, like I said, for a while now, and I think it looks really gorgeous and lifelike, even though it's matte. So we're gonna get into it. So one thing I am gonna do before I jump in with the foundation is I'm gonna color correct and then set my color corrector and then come through, so that way we can get the real full glam beat full coverage matte. All right, so I'll be right back after I color correct. So we are back. So I color corrected around my mouth and my dark circles. What I used was the NYX Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer number 0.5 Apricot. So that is like the second deepest orange one. And then I set it with my One Size setting powder in the shade Ultra Pink. So that combination, I feel like, gets me to the closest corrected version of what my skin would look like underneath foundation with corrector. So that is the combination I use. All right, so this is, I will leave the pricing information. I'm pretty sure this was like $57 or $59, but I'll leave the exact price at Sephora in the description box below. I'm gonna give her a little shaky shake, because it does say, does it say shake well? Yes, it says shake well. Get the little arm. Remember the shake away? Some of you are old enough to remember that information, infomercial. Okay, so again, I'm 5W. So, and it does have a pump. Love that for me. I will say this part of the component feels very weighty and expensive Dior. This cap feels cheapy. I don't like it. It's not heavyweight enough, and it feels like it bends and like breaks easily. So I am going to be using my ELF buffing foundation brush. And I'm just going to go in using some pumps on the back of my hand. So that is the color. It's liquidy, but not that thin. As you can see, it's not dripping down. So let's go ahead and start getting the foundation on my face. I'll sit, ooh, cat corner, so that way you guys can see. We're going to pat, buff back here. But I'm gonna pat where I put the corrector at. So So as you can see, it's a little, it says it is warm, and it is warm. The brown neutral shade that they had was a little too light. The 5 neutral, I think. And then the 6 neutral was too dark. So this is kind of where I settled at. So it's not match per se, but it's super close for me. And then I'll just put extra on my neck and chest. But so I still have a little bit to cover under my eye that has corrector. So I just want to and I'm trying to tap in the places where I put the corrector so it doesn't move it. And then I can kind of swirl in the other places because I don't have to worry about it being disturbed. So as you can see, this is the final look. Like I said, a little warmer compared to my neck and chest coolness, but after I do the other side of my face, I'm going to come back and just do my neck all across. So again, we're going to stipple where we put that foundation at. I mean, stipple where we put the color corrector. I'm still going to do my nose. I didn't do that before. So with me, foundation has become a lot less tricky now because I'm just clear that I am red on the warm on the outside of my face, cool in the center of my face, and it's just hard to find a shade that is exactly my skin color. So I'm always trying to find the closest kind of shade, and then at that point I'm going to rely on my what do you call it, concealers, contours, bronzers to be able to take me exactly to the color that is me at that time, because my skin color is changing so fast. Like, I was pale, but I was still making my summer foundations work, and then I went to an event and I was like, oh, this is not acceptable how this is not acceptable how dark my foundation is. Like, I look like summertime fine, and that is not at all what my hands or the rest of my body looks like. So what are we doing here? But here, I'll try to do a little squat stand so I can give you guys a better look of like my face to my chest. So as you can see, it is warmer than my neck, but so that's why so I did probably like 3 pumps to cover my whole face, and now I'm gonna go back and do a pump just for my neck so we can have it be the same color. And I'm gonna try to push as much hair out the way. So then as you can see, now we're doing a little better. So, but like I said, once I put my bronzer and all the, I do think it looks a lot better in real life than it is reading on this camera, I will say, if I must say so myself. But it's looking a lot more yellow on camera than it does in real life. So so that is the foundation application. So as you can see, it is matte. It's still, because I'm oily, it's breaking through the T-zone with that little shine, and that means I need to set it. So now I'm going to set it with powder. Which I need to go grab my Huda Beauty powder, so we'll be right back. A little YouTube magic. We're back. So I'm about to set my full face of foundation, and I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting and Baking Powder in the shade Conifa, which is like the dark yellow shade. Here, let me open it up and show it to you guys. She's well loved and traveled, so she looks crazy. And what I do is I dip the excess that comes up, swirl my brush in the little top, and now I'm going to stamp on my nose and my face to get rid of that shine and to help set it. So as you can see, this does make it a little more yellow because this is a yellow powder. So then that definitely, you know, helps to make it match my yellow undertones a little better. And this is full beat. Like if you want a natural look, you can definitely shear this out and make it medium, but I am doing full glam, no holding back, foundation, and that is why. Boom. Okay, that is how I want to look. So very glam over the top once I set it with this powder. Now I don't always set it with this powder. Sometimes I'll do a big fluffy brush and do a light dusting, and I won't like pack the powder in like this, but I really wanted a glam over the top finish look. And that is the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup in terms of contour, blush, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts. And I am back with my full finished beat. So with the blush, the highlighter, and the contour, as you can see, my skin looks glam, over the top, gorgeous. I absolutely love it. This is my new favorite full beat matte foundation. Now I don't often go full matte beat glam over the top makeup all the time, but when I do, and I want something that's a little more built for wear, especially with my oily skin and my sweaty face, it's just I need a good matte foundation, and I wanted to try something different, and I actually really like this. I'm satisfied with my purchase. Like I said, it is a little more, it's warm, so it's more red, even though I am more cool. But I think with the yellow powder, and then also we're just bringing it down, I can really kind of blend it out and match it, and I absolutely love it. So it is my new fave matte foundation. So definitely still looking for matte foundation recommendations. I feel like I'm going to make a list so that way when I finish one, I can just automatically know which next one I want to try, because I do not want to ask excuse me, the people in Sephora again, because they clearly don't really have their finger on the pulse. And why has this one shade of one size been sold out everywhere I went? Ooh, that cough took your girl out, baby. But yeah, I absolutely love this foundation. So if you have any questions, all right, third time's a charm. Oh my god, I must have inhaled some setting powder or something, because girl, that cough was crazy, and now my eyes all watery. But I think you guys could still get the overall message I was trying to give, was that this foundation looks gorgeous and I absolutely love it. So my new fave matte foundation is Forever Dior Forever Matte. I'm half shade 5W. If you're like a 420 in Fenty, start your swatches around that area if you're interested in trying this foundation. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't